mean, what more could you ask for?
Not much. Like, we got some of the best runners in the tournament, and off we are. Here we go.
All right.
Going into Ceres Station.
I mean, I guess there's no other way to start it, is there?
No, I've found that there's no other way to start the game. Chat throwing up some amazing Zenkai emotes with the Vince McMahon face. I love it.
Face.
I love that face, man.
Just gives me the giggles every time.
Where's Hockey?
Hockey?
I see you in chat. Why aren't you in the commentating booth?
We're saving that. We're keeping that one in our.
We're saving that.
We're keeping it in our back pocket for the big time.
Oh my god!
And you know what? I think Ridley is upset that Hockey isn't in here with us. You're just gonna have to deal with it, Ridley. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along. I pulled the trigger too early.
Dang it, Snake!
God, I couldn't hold it back. It was too good. It was me, Samus. I stole the baby. I stole the baby all along.
Did it 4 times, Samus.
God,
4 times.
What a terrible. So, in case you guys aren't aware, getting through the Ridley thing is as simple as just taking enough damage to get your health below 30, I think it is.
Yeah.
And all of our runners have done that successfully. Some of them have had a little varying success on the climb, it looks like, 43, that's not bad, I'd take that. 39, that's good.
All in between 39 and 43, which is those are good numbers to be getting, especially with that final room. If you get knocked back by 1 or 2 steam vents, the whole room just starts rocking back and forth, and well, the seconds just kind of tend to disappear.
Yeah, I'm just happy to leave Ceres with a 145. I think that's like my ultimate goal. Like the timer, I want it to be at 145.
A noble goal.
Yeah, I'm not too picky, I'm putting in for that sub-hour.
You and me both.
My cat has decided to join me in the casting booth. She won't be saying anything, but she is here.
Pet the cat for me. For me.
The cat is being pet while we're watching Apple for You making his way into upper criteria.
Yep, looks like Apple is definitely in the lead. They're showing us some real good movement.
Yeah, thank you very much for the 45 bits, Fio Mustard. Very much appreciated, and I'm sure your support will help this channel keep running and keep presenting amazing Super Metroid action and other games being speedran at a high level in the future because of that gift.
It's also interesting to see we got a nice 50-50 split there on Moonfall. Looks like Zenkai and Charles both moonfalling BFrobber and Apple, not so much.
It is one of those tricks that's like, do I really need it?
You really don't.
Yeah, right? Kind of like Alcatraz.
Oh,
I'm leaning in.
I mean, you don't need Alcatraz.
The accusatory glance is coming at you.
Coming at me? What are you talking about? I do Alcatraz.
I know, that's why I'm accusing you.
Are you projecting?
I don't. I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. I can, but just don't practice.
It took me so much practice to get decent at it.
You want to hear the craziest thing? That's like the first trick I learned for this game, and it was a waste of time. What a terrible idea that.
Oh, Alcatraz?
Yeah, I learned that before anything.
Interesting. The first trick I ever learned for this game was actually mockballing.
Yeah, I had to have somebody explain it to me, like Barney style. Apple is a she. Thank you, Seffi, for correcting me. Thank you. I should have looked at the pronoun list. I mess up all the time, and I'm glad it's me, because I can take the heat. So...
Okay, that's so then I have to update the pronoun list. The pronoun list set on the table says they for Apple, so...
Okay,
well, good to know.
They is always safe. Yeah, thank you very much. Keeping us on our toes, making sure we don't get too far out of line. All the players making their climb up, Some having wall jump strats. It looks like most of them are doing the wall jump strat.
Yeah, simple but classic.
Charles making it out first, it looks like. Very nice.
Doing some nice clean climbing up through the parlor there. The platforms are just kind of spaced out, different sizes, and there's enemies everywhere. It's a little surprisingly tricky to get
I like to say parlor and climber is like where you separate the men from the boys, or like, you know, the skilled from like the average. Like this is like where you're making up time by just having good execution.
Oh yeah. It definitely differentiates between a good start to a run and a not very good start to the run.
For sure. And I agree, Telemorph Moonfall is incredibly fun. Like, it's just a great trick. It feels so awesome, but it isn't necessary. And that's, like, one of my favorite things. Wow, that was an amazing BT fight. Sorry if I seem a little understated tonight. I literally spent all day screaming at my golf balls. But we have Charles exiting the Bomb Chorizo fight with an excellent time. Looks like they're setting up for Alcatraz. All the other players having no problem with Bomb Chorizo also. And Charles making it out with their Alcatraz escape. Beefy following suit. Close behind. Not a lot to separate these players. Zenkai also pulling off Alcatraz, and Apple pulling off their Alcatraz as well. So all the players get through with Alcatraz. So there you go. Making their way down Terminator, picking up that first E tank. Not a lot going on.
Yeah, just moving slowly forward. I'm of course being facetious. They're moving quickly forward. This is a race.
Yeah. Shadow, I don't know the exact amount of time, but I've heard it's somewhere from 5 to 7 seconds. Something like that. Lex, you would know better. Probably done with it and without, right? Charles heading in for the first major trick, Mach Ball. So this allows you to store your momentum from your dash jump into a morph ball, allowing you to slide under that gate and access these awesome first early super missiles.
Yep, let's you carry that run speed into Morph Ball, letting you slide. Dang it, I messed up the setup. I had a thing.
He had a thing.
I had a thing.
You know, you could just still do it.
All right.
Like, even if a joke's gonna fall flat, I still tell it.
I'll wait for the next time there's a mock ball under closing gates.
You might have your chance in Pink Brinstar. I would be surprised. Oh, under gates specifically. Okay, I know one more spot.
Alright.
Looks like Apple's having some problems with their mock ball.
Having to farm that. Oh, here we go, here's a try. Apple nailing that mock ball, sliding under those gates like somebody might slide into some DMs.
Oh my goodness. But if I was gonna slide into DMs, that's how I do it. Fast. In and out.
Literally become a ball and slide into someone's DMs. This is next generation communication technology right here.
This is pretty interesting. Every player getting a very nice charge time, but just like I would kill for these times. So, for example, these are some of the better players in the tournament. Just to let everyone know, they are the upper tier.
Yeah, all having very strong starts here.
Pretty amazing.
I fully expect Apple to be making up a lot of that time lost from the unfortunate missile shortage. That's always one of the dangers of not having full health when you're leaving Bomb Chorizo.
For sure. Yeah. I would say this is like what, the top quarter of the field, something like that. I could look at the bracket. I feel like these people are all very strong players, though. Because the way the Swiss works is you only match up with players who have the same record as you. And these are all very strong players. So, for example, I lost every single race I've been in, so I literally don't have anyone to play against. I gotta buy by losing. Napoleon-level tactics.
Oh my god. I can't believe we're suddenly 19th century historying it up in here.
Just saying, you know. You can get victory by losing. You just
It's in that case it's not It's not losing. It is a judicious retreat.
I think of it as an alternative win condition.
Oh my god.
We have Charles and Beefy both starting their Kraid fights. Zenkai close behind entering Kraid's lair, and Apple, of course, hot on the heels.
All right, and Charles trying. Oh, Charles not quite getting the opening he wants for the quick kill, but
Got
manages
it
to recover
on the
and
rebound. Yeah,
both of them sending Kraid back to the ground from which he came.
Not a lot separating Beefy and Charles after that.
Not at all. They both have, we're seeing the same text box from both of them. They are just
split second difference, I would say.
Yeah, it also feels like Apple has been gaining back some ground. They are now already just a couple of rooms behind Zenkai here.
Yeah, for sure. Their execution the last couple of rooms has just been amazing. Amazing swaggy D-boost on the way in to see Kraid.
And let's see how it goes for Zenkai. Zenkai nailing the quick kill.
First try. Easy.
Now, I think I've seen Apple do charge strats before, but with only 3 supers, they have no choice but to go with missile strats. So we'll see how that goes.
You have to hit this first super. Okay, good.
Perfect.
Good. Very nice. Wow.
We got 4 for 4 Kraid.
No Kraid dancing. No Kraid dancing.
No Kraid dancing. Kraid gets to be a wallflower tonight.
You want the DLC? You better fork over the $20.
God, now I'm just imagining something like that freaking Star Wars Kinect dance game, except with Kraid.
Oh man, I would buy that.
Yeah, so would I.
Dancing with Kraid. As long as it's like Persona's dancing video game, I would buy that instantly.
Oh my god.
It's a good one. Good one.
Metroid dancing all night.
Look, I love rhythm games, okay?
Hey, you don't need to justify that with me. I freaking love rhythm games.
Yeah, I was a big DDR fan growing up, so that's actually how I used to lose weight. So we have all the players heading down to high jump on the bottom side. You're probably gonna see, if I had to guess, all the players pick up high jump boots. No, I don't think anyone's gonna be doing the bomb jump skip.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Also opting to grab that Kraid energy tank.
High jump's really nice. Kraid tank's convenient. Right in your pathing. Not going to slow you down, really. It's like a couple seconds for safety.
Yeah. Usually, I think folks tend to be under 50 usually before they start trying to skip the Kraid E-tank.
Yeah, that's a pretty tall order. I do like what I'm seeing. Nobody's, going crazy. Everybody's kind of playing standard.
Yeah, everyone's ammo and energy are looking real good. Sometimes you have a little bit of trouble with running out of supers.
See, now
your first Norfair visit, but Charles is looking good.
I would like to point out Apple's strategy for setting up to leave this room. Killing that little enemy there and then opening the door before you come back up it does save a little bit of time. Because you don't have to hunt it down later.
Yeah, because you see it right there. It will always respawn right there. So then you have to roll, go to the right, shoot it, and then go back around if you want the missiles.
So what I do is, when I come into this room, I go down the bottom way, and then I come back up that small hole. Because you can bomb the first block by the door to get back up. And it seems like it's just a little bit faster, and I don't need those missiles. I pick up the moat missiles on accident a lot.
Moat missiles.
Yeah, I don't want them, but I shine spark into them and they appear in my inventory. So.
You know how it is. You don't choose the missiles; they choose you.
You're right. Or you're just bad at shine sparking.
Hey, making it across the moat means that you're obviously not bad at shine sparking because you can do it.
I survive.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
Zenkai, meanwhile, being the third to show off, climbing Bubble Mountain there, taking care of King Kakatak.
Yeah, and cliff. I just love seeing that enemy die.
Yeah. I never get tired. Nobody likes King Kakatak.
No, it's a terrible enemy, and it's one of the toughest bosses in gaming history. And I love that pseudo screw. That was sick. We both leaned in on that. I know.
It could only have been better if Apple had done an elbow drop from the turnbuckle.
You know what? I feel like that was like as close to an elbow drop as Samus is willing to do.
And probably far more painful, actually.
She's very athletic. I'm going to give her that.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, have you ever seen somebody jump that high?
No. And the wall jumps and just the movement. It's all athleticism here.
Absolutely. Dang, Charles and BFrobber just staying right on top of each other again, just
Oh, I love that little D boost off the spikes there. I know it was just to show off.
But hey, damage boost off the Ripper. Damage boosts are one of those cool things that once you really get good at them, you can just use them everywhere, and it just gives you extra little time saves everywhere you go.
It never hurts you, really, I've noticed. Yeah, it's almost always a positive.
It
hurts you a little bit. It only hurts you a little bit. This is my first. I am always wrong. This is just like what I do. I'm so good at being wrong.
Well, no, I mean, it's
funny. It's hilarious. Like, God, I wish I could do this on purpose. I wish I was that genius. Nice. I like that jump out of the pit by Zenkai. Saving more time in the future.
Ooh, I'm really dug that missile to take out the multi-viola there. That little guy is a nuisance.
Very nice.
Actually, I also noticed that I didn't notice it before. Zenkai did pick up Spazer.
Yeah, and I like it. It's only a small time loss, and I'll tell you, I stand by Spazer. It's a little extra damage for when you're fighting Batoon. And Alpha Spark!
Alpha Spark!
Out of nowhere! Charles
was just showing us the dazzle. Alpha Spark.
And it was just free. Just like set up, execute.
Yeah, I mean, you normally want to be trying to conserve energy heading up to wreck shit, but Charles had so much energy. And getting first try Red Tower climb.
Okay, Beefy's losing his lead here. And it's only because Charles is playing out of there. They are playing out of there. Yeah, that's just outrageous.
Oh,
yeah.
Unfortunately, not getting a hero shot there, but
that's okay. They don't do it like I do it, so they're doing it right. I killed the top Ripper and then tried to climb. Like, I don't even bother. Shot too hard.
Okay. Those Rippers are jerks. Killing any of them to facilitate that is not a bad way of doing it.
Just one, and I don't need the supers that bad. So nice D-boost to get out of the powerbomb rooms by Charles. Loving it. Loving watching this. It's just smooth.
Apple's going for it. They're going for Alpha Spark.
Oh! Got the shot, but not the spark.
Gosh, yeah, getting the mid-air shine spark, especially off after you hit the peak of the jump, is a little bit dicey.
You know what I would do? I would tell all of our fans watching at home and the people who are interested in learning Alpha Spark, go back and look at what Charles did. You'll notice that there's not really a jump there. They set up by killing the CAC attack and then just sparking forward after shooting. And I feel like that's a very safe way to set up.
I also want to point out, Apple did the right-hand climb up the top part of Red Tower to break the blocks in the first place. Actually, I think they were trying to do the thing where you jump off the wall and shoot, and the momentum carries you up.
Oh.
So that's a pretty advanced strat there. It's usually, I see that usually from folks who do the new route.
Okay. Right, because your shot's a lot harder to hit because it's just the pea shooter.
Yeah. So
we have Charles heading into wreck ship, BFrobber close on their heels, sparking across that ocean, fly like an eagle.
Yeah, BFrobber's energy is looking real good. Charles is not in bad shape. Level 149 is... You don't want to make mistakes.
Fighting Fantoon with 149. I'm going to get nervous halfway through. But, you know, I'm okay. I'll make it.
Yeah, usually above 100 energy, if you're decent at the Fantoon fight, you don't have too much trouble with it. And actually, I saw someone asking in chat, we forgot to talk about it. They're asking, what is the Prodigy tournament? Because that's an excellent question.
Yes, it is. And the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament, for everyone's information, is for any percent runner, old or new, who had a time above 50 minutes. So, you know, it's like players who in the past have played the game, players the present who are learning the game, like myself. Crunchy, you're relatively new to Super Metroid as well, correct?
Yeah, I learned 100% kind of quickly a year ago, and then I just kind of didn't play it for a while. So yeah, I was pretty much coming in more or less just fresh.
So yeah, it's for anyone who's kind of interested in learning any percent and kind of gaining the mastery and skill of the game. Because the 50-minute mark is kind of like you're officially good now.
That's not a bad way of putting it. Actually, once you're sub 50, you are officially in the upper tiers.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. You're good at Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Like,
even you might not think so. A lot of them will say they're not, but
no, yeah, that's good. That's a good attitude to have. That's how you succeed. You know, like, oh, I'm crap until I'm Behemoth. You know, it's a healthy attitude. It's how you get excellence.
I mean, at the same time, comparing yourself to someone like Behemoth is just kind of a monster. But
well, he's called Behemoth for a reason.
Because he picked the name.
No, he picked the name because he is the name.
I don't.
He's a monster.
Because you're a literal snake. Is that what this is? Is that what I'm taking?
I want to be the sneakiest Super Metroid player there is. I don't want anyone to see me, and it's working.
I don't know. I did see your camera appear during the last race you were in, so
yeah, I don't mind showing my face. I'm pretty public. I'm trying to be a comedian. All the players having good Phantoon fights. Beefy getting through theirs. Charles spanking Phantoon a little bit ahead.
And we're seeing a lot of
finishing
missile
theirs
jugglers too, so we're getting a whole bunch of cool strats here.
Yeah, not a lot of X Factor strats, which is interesting. It's tough.
We saw BFrobber try, but unfortunately he only hit with one of the particles.
Yeah, no one had a bad Phantoon fight. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in and say everybody had a good one. Yeah. BFrobber got sunrised. Oh no! Oh no! I missed it. That sucks.
Oh, I guess that's always the danger of having the four-way race is that even with two of us here, we're trying our best to keep up. We can't always see everything.
Yeah, and that's scary, folks. Just to let you guys know, a sunrise surprise is like when Phantoon appears on you, and all their flame particles just slam into you at once, and there's nothing you can do. Like
yeah,
you're doomed. You're just doomed usually.
Yeah, because flames are kind of weird with invincibility frames. So I actually died to Phantoon in one of my races due to a sunrise surprise. It's never fun.
I've never had it happen, and I'm just gonna keep pretending that it's not real, and then it'll kill me. Oh.
Apple doing that fun little clip through the floor there.
Okay, that's different. I've never seen that.
Yeah, seeing an interesting attic strat there. And now Charles first to make it to bowling.
I like that. I like what they were thinking there.
Yeah, attic is definitely one of those, it's probably the second most challenging bit of Wrecked Ship. There's a whole bunch of enemies, the room is really big. Ooh!
Okay, what Zenkai just did just now? What was that?
That is, that's some really cool stuff. The blue suit state, you can hold it sometimes. There's a way to hold it when you like crouch.
That's like some dashless strats, right? A little bit.
That's actually a little bit beyond. I've never figured out how.
That's beyond me.
This is what it means to go even more beyond.
Right, he's Ultra Instinct Samus right there. Man, that was insane.
That was. Really
oh, and he's storing the spark for everybody's just sparking over here. Okay, this is.
Man, look. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize Apple's been
the landing.
They have caught up and surpassed Zenkai by a little bit. They are so close.
But did you see what they did to do it? They sparked directly into the thing's hands. Like, perfect. Outrageous.
Oh yeah, getting bowling spark is always just kind of...
But that was like a perfect bowling spark, like literally right into the hands. Like, that's another level.
Yeah, at that point you are burying the needle on the swag meter.
Yeah. That's just ridiculous. Sick. I love it. Sorry about the noise. I have some people over.
No, it's fine. They're getting excited about Super Metroid too. The more the merrier.
Yeah, they're having a good time. They love Super Metroid.
And let's not forget, for everyone else, in case you weren't aware, today is the 25th anniversary of the North American release of Super Metroid. And I would also like to point out that now with all 4 of our runners having Gravity Suit and rocking that purple goodness, we are in fact the most stylish stream on Twitch.tv.
And we're almost in the 25th minute of the run, which means we're watching the 25th anniversary of Super Metroid in the North American continent, and we're about to see the 25th minute of the race, and we're almost to freaking Dragon.
All 4 of them just showing us what it means to go fast in this game, playing real well.
Apparently you can get here this fast, and I didn't know that.
You didn't know?
No, I mean, I knew it was possible, but I just have never seen it.
I've only seen it written in the ancient texts.
I've seen it on the Behemoth stream, the Zo stream, the Top Devil, the Overfiend, all the grades.
Yeah. Oh, this is the cool thing here is that all these players showing off, but just because they're not one of the big names,
that's why they're here.
Don't sleep on them.
That's why they're here. That's why we're doing this, Crunchy. We're trying to make these people the big names, okay? So give a follow to your boys and your gals and your friends. Give a follow to Zenkai. Give a follow to Apple For You. Give a follow to BFrobber. Give a follow to Charles, man. These guys are going all out for you guys. They're playing their hearts out right now, and they're playing amazing.
Yes, absolutely. One of the ways I always like describing the folks participating in this tournament, these are the up and coming, the champions of tomorrow. They are showing that, and they've also been improving dramatically. One of the best things about this tournament is that folks have been sharing strats, and we've been seeing so many PBs.
It's insane. Like I check the Discord every day, and there's a new PB. It's insane. Like everybody's pushing each other, and it helps everyone get better. And that's what's awesome about the Super Metroid community. Like everybody is working together to make like one insane Super Metroid playing monster, and his name's Behemoth right now.
Leave Behemoth alone.
He is a monster though. Like we can't deny. He has Arnold on his pictures, so I love him.
I like to point out that Charles had a really good Botchwoon fight.
Yeah, this is great. I can't keep up with them. They're just too good.
All right, BFrobber. Oh, unfortunately, missed one of the particles.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a munkus.
Yeah, unfortunately, for those of you who didn't know, as long as there is a particle of X Factor on screen, you can't fire. So
yeah,
it's very important you hit all 4 particles so you can continue to deal the damage.
No halfie here from Charles. Very interesting. I'm guessing they just missed it. I didn't see.
Alright, and actually also note, Zenkai actually did not set up for... yes, Spazer. He didn't want to go into the menu to deactivate Spazer to get the X Factor.
So Zenkai's using what I call snake strats, and they're just charge killing Botchwoon. Like, I only call them snake strats because I use them. This is like the same way I would fight this boss, because it's just really simple.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like you said before, the Spazer gives you more damage, and it also gives you that wider beam, so it feels a little bit easier to be hitting Botchwoon's head.
For sure, it just makes everything like kind of a more comfort zone, and you kind of know what you're going to do every single time, so it's very consistent. It might not be the fastest strat, but it's very consistent.
Yeah, and now it's worth mentioning that Charles is the first to make it to our shrimpy friend Dragon.
Yeah, and they're just setting up with some charge shots, hitting her in the belly, some missiles and supers.
And Zenkai gives us a halfie, too.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, unfortunately, Dragon does start doing those dives a lot faster the more missiles you pump into her.
Yeah, when that belly starts getting yellow and red, she's gonna be a little less friendly. I like this jump strat, though, to get those extra missiles in.
Yeah, red belly. Now Dragon is at maximum speed. He's probably going to try to be getting... Oh, wants to get a shine
just didn't get the short charge there. That's unfortunate. So if you can kill Dragon with a shine spark to finish the fight, you get a free blue suit in exchange. And as long as you don't dash, you can store that. Am I correct?
Yes.
I've never done it, but I've seen it done a bit.
I got it once, then I bonked in Coliseum, but...
I would probably push dash. Like, that's what would happen.
It's easy to do. Meanwhile, I want to also point out that Apple also got a halfie. Zenkai and Apple just matching each other strat for strat.
Now, that Zenkai opening, that is like a picture-perfect round 1. And
oh my god.
That's how you open.
Did you see BFrobber's Dragon fight? That was so good.
What Dragon fight? There was a Dragon fight?
Yeah, and he also got blue suit out of it, and Zenkai getting.
Guess who else had a perfect Dragon fight? It's not just BFrobber, it's Zenkai. Okay. Oh no! What happened, Charles?
Did he take a safety save?
I don't think so. They reset. They were low health and just reset.
I'm a little bit confused.
They were low. I know that much. We were using their audio.
Oh, okay.
It randomly reset.
Oh, God.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the few reasons you would take a safety save. Okay? In a tournament setting, things can get crazy. And that just sucks, Crunchy.
Oh, yeah, that
just hurts. Yeah, that just hurts. That hurts me in my soul. Charles was having an amazing run, you guys.
Yeah, he was absolutely on fire, just tearing it up, and then, oh no. You always hate to see something like that happen.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do. Like, literally nothing. It's just bad luck. This is like the ultimate bad RNG. Yeah, well... No.
So, GG's to Charles. Everybody, make sure to let him know what you thought of his spectacular play, because he was playing real well there.
Yeah, let's not think about the unfortunate part. Let's think about the amazing execution to get up to that point, and like how well everything was going, right? That's
Absolutely.
The way to think. Yeah. Focus on the positive.
Yep. And let's also focus on the fact that BFrobber has just picked up the plasma beam, the mightiest beam of all.
Okay, so it seems like... I don't know what Woody is. Is that a thing?
What?
What's Wooty?
Woody is somebody in chat.
Okay, they're talking. I got it.
Yeah. Alright, so Zenkai also getting that plasma. Apple moments away. All of them going to be rocking that green beam of death.
Yeah, that is a nice thing to have when you're heading into battle this pterodactyl of doom. You know, you want to have all the damage output you can get. The ultimate wave charge plasma combo does more damage than super missiles, so you want to have it.
Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons. One of the biggest reasons that the time save from New Route isn't bigger is that New Route uses Spazer instead of plasma as the primary beam.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if like adding plasma to the route some way would help, but I don't. You know, I'm not that.
At memory serves, I think at that point it just kind of. It's not worth it because once Dragon's the last boss, at that point you're already on your way to Turian.
I see.
Yeah, but no, having plasma as your main beam basically means you only have to use 20 charged shots to deal with Ridley and Mother Brain versus 60 if you have Spazer instead. So it's it's definitely a sizable firepower increase.
Less is better, right? That's what we're aiming for as speedrunners. We want to do more damage in less time. And the goal is to just beat the game as fast as you can, you know?
Yeah, so basically what we're saying is that the plasma beam is the international style of weapons, because less is more.
Right. And
there's your architecture joke for the day.
No, he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I was lost for the first time in my life. I was like, what is he talking about?
I mean, I would have totally made a Bauhaus joke, but I don't think form follows function really applies here unless you're talking about the morph ball.
Look, I'm so American that I was just like, no, more is more.
No, that's the McDonald's talking. Stop.
Right. It's like in my blood.
Oh, meanwhile, some great stuff going in here to get the ice beam. Oh, Apple's real cool mock ball.
Look at that speed mock ball strat. Get into ice. That is awesome.
That is such a cool trick.
That's sick. That's a sick trick. We have BFrobber running down Crockmeyer Speedway. Not going to stop to say hi, just running right by. They're on their way to fight Ridley.
Yep, not even going to say howdy. Although BFrobber, I would be surprised if Yeah, I'd be surprised if he stops and grabs the Nutella refill.
Why is that not a meme on the tournament Discord? You're gonna scroll past this Crocomire without saying howdy.
Saying howdy.
Yeah, that's a great meme.
Now all I need is in my life is a picture of Crocomire wearing a cowboy hat.
I could make that happen, but it's not going to be very good. Okay, we have Lava Dive going on by BFrobber here. They're just going to do that nice charge pseudo screw, make sure they take 0 damage from any sources incoming while they're in the spin jump frames. Very nice.
And first to make it down to Lower Norfair, this is, in fact, one of the absolutely most dangerous areas of the game. Everything down here does about 50 damage on contact. So easy to die if you're not paying attention to your health.
Yeah, this is like where, you know, it's like Fungineer time, you know? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Total serious mode. No more fun.
Yeah, take that OP elsewhere. It's time for Fungineer.
Right, it's Fungineer.
Oh, trying to set up for fast pillars, not quite getting the shine charge.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, going for it again.
Okay, I do like that they're trying it again because they are okay, they're just refilling bombs.
Yeah.
They're making sure they had the proper amount of supers.
Yeah, power bombs are pretty. Power bomb management is pretty important down here because there's a door and then a statue you have to blow up that you need power bombs for, and if you're short, you have to stop and grab the power bombs of shame.
Zenkai set me up for the short charge, but not getting it.
Apple's setting up for it. And not quite getting it.
We are close here. I can tell just from the way they're doing the movement. There it is.
Ooh, the space boost!
Okay, that's not how I've seen that done, but I'm gonna try to learn that.
That is so cool!
That is sick, and I feel like almost anyone can do that. Like, I mean, it's just a stutter tap into the space jumps, right? Like, no need to store the charge.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, let's be honest. Any sort of blue suit abuse immediately makes your swagometer spin like a ceiling fan. That's essentially what we just witnessed.
And it's not just the swagometer in this case either. This is one of those few times where, like, being swaggy is actually faster. Like, that actually saved time because they plowed through all the pillars in like 4 space jumps, I think it was.
Yeah, although I'm pretty sure the Shine Spark is still faster just by virtue of...
Oh, the Shine Spark's definitely faster. But, like, it looks cool, so, no.
Yeah. No, thankfully, the speed booster, aside from being an incredibly useful movement tool, is also one of the coolest aspects of going fast in this game.
You know, I gotta say, the thing that I miss the most about Super Metroid, and great the way it moves, is, like, in most games, they don't really have a speed booster type item. You know what I mean? Like, in Link to the Past, I really like the Pegasus boots because I go fast, but I want to go faster.
If only I could Pegasus more.
Or just, you know, like, Shine Spark. I don't need... Yeah, you know, that's getting really...
I mean, to be fair, Link is not wearing a powered suit of armor. He would probably just faceplant absurdly hard and knock himself out.
I've seen him do that, and he lives through it. Just saying. Oh my god. Speaking of living, Zenkai with 48 health here coming out of Lower Norfair.
Ooh.
Why is he coming out of Lower Norfair?
Because he's out of power bombs.
Oh no. Should have just taken the PBs of shame.
He can't. He needs one to open the orange door.
Oh no. No safety save on Zenkai.
Oh no.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, if he had one more power bomb, he could have gotten the power bombs of shame and saved it, but he had to get past the key hunters, and they do 50 damage.
Zenkai in the chat with the Jabates. It was just a Jabate run all along.
It was me, Snake. It was me all along.
He was Jabating me with like an amazing run. Yeah, that's another unfortunate circumstance. Pretty late in the game. That's a soul breaker in my book. You know, running it back after that hurts. Yeah, dying in a race, that's no mark of shame. That just shows everybody in chat. Super Metroid is like one of the hardest games ever made. And we all know that. We all know that. And if you don't know that, play it sometime. because you will find out how hard it is, and it's a great game. And it's not because it's too hard; it's because it's like perfectly hard.
Yeah, and especially with the speedrun when you're running on much lower energy, where the game expects you to have more E-tanks than this, it's real easy to lose huge chunks of your health before you know it.
When you're speedrunning, you're gonna have less tanks. That's just how it is. Everybody whip those Vinces out. I do like the Vinces. Vince is up in the chat. That is the right look to have. You die to like a key hunter because you're like missing one power bomb. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? This happened?
That's warfare. This is a thing that happens sometimes.
I can't tell you. This is why I still get the 5th energy tank Lex, because the fire fleas have power bombs aplenty, and they're more than willing to share them. And I accidentally get one extra one every time. Yeah, you left the supers upstairs. It happens.
That's why I always make sure to grab the 2 power bombs when you're right before pillar room, and then make sure to then always check the power bomb count. If you have 2, you have to use bombs on those 3 blocks. And if you have 3, you're fine. As long as you have 3, once you get out of pillar room, you're good.
2 is go mode to get to Ridley. 3 is like, okay, I'm extra safe. I can do some swag. 1 is like, this ain't gonna work, but I can get BBs of shame. And then you have to ring the bell and walk through the streets of, the Red Keep naked. Shame.
I mean,
shame.
That's a little bit too much shame, I think.
Well,
I think we still for being tied up riding through the streets on the back of a donkey. That's sufficient shame.
Okay, all right, I can take that deal.
Okay. Well, BFrobber dealing with the 3 musketeers.
Yeah, nice Ridley fight, by the way. I do want to compliment them on that. That was very well executed. Played it straightforward and manipulated Ridley into those pogo patterns where you can get some nice free damage if you stand in just the exact right spot, which I can't seem to find. And that's what my wife said last night.
Snake, please.
That's allowed. Everything I just did is fine. I read the terms of service.
Meanwhile, Apple showed us some cool stuff in 3 Musketeers. They're actually opting to, rather than...
Oh!
They made it through the room so fast that they managed to get the damage boost off the multi-viola. That is such a cool trick to get.
Mamma mia. Masterpiece.
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a masterpiece. That's a masterpiece of it. No, nobody died really. Died to a key hunter.
Yeah, thankfully, nobody is giving Ridley the satisfaction.
That D boost, man, that was a special D boost. That was awesome. Everyone just heading up. Frobber making their way through Meridia.
Yeah, and Apple right behind. Apple took that early time loss running out of missiles in Green Brinstar, but they have just been gaining real slowly. First passing Zenkai, now actually catching up to BFrobber here.
Let me look for you real quick. I think it was Speed Gaming 1. Yeah, Michael. Sorry.
Oh, BFrobber stopping to wave to Seffi's fish. Very nice. Just a little bit of live and let live there.
Hey, that fish never did anything to me. Both players having some good execution here. This is, just good play. Gameplay looking great. Health's looking good. Supers are looking good. Everybody's sitting at a comfortable ammo count. No need to stop by the ship. Just head on into Turian and let's go. Winning by surviving. Yeah, that is part of this tournament, This is a tough game, Leecher. You will die sometimes. I die to Fantoon and Dragon all the time. Ridley, he's like a gatekeeper. If you beat him, you're kind of home free.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. You can still very easily die in Turian. The Metroids do a lot of damage, and Mother Brain 2 is not free.
I don't want to say a sad story right now, because a very sad story happened.
Oh my god, BFrobber! Ah! Oh, that was so good!
These tricks.
Oh, we've been seeing so much blue suit abuse.
Did you see that sick mock ball out of Terminator 2? My goodness.
Oh, hang on. Are we about to get speed keep? Oh, Apple. Dang it.
Dang. Dang. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're going to see them both in.
I agree,
we're gonna
Wildfire.
see them
That
both
is good
winning that
strategy.
room. So close.
Yeah, it's kind of a race between BFrobber and Apple now, which is interesting. You know, I kind of want to see who can win first. Using the don't die strategy is a strong play.
All right, here we are. I
Here
guess
we are.
we have a little bit of a high five as much as
This is as close to a high five as we're gonna get tonight, so we're gonna take it.
yeah, as much as a person can high five a ball, I suppose, but we'll take it.
And I'd also like to say, this is a good time to bring up the runners, you guys. Please give them all a follow. Check them out on their respective channels. Everybody was playing amazing tonight. Some bad luck for Charles getting a random reset and Zenkai just not having the right amount of power bombs going into Lower Norfair. So, you know, just some bad luck. Basically, all the players having great gameplay today.
Oh yeah, all of them showing us their best. Some real cool tricks, some fantastic movement.
Yeah, it was all. Oh, Kojak is super there.
Yeah, but really good movement in that room before that. Just plowing through it.
I just get worried every time super gets missed.
Ooh!
We could see a Metroid refill iPhone.
I always get a little bit nervous when you know there's a Metroid off screen and you have to kind of jump up toward it, because then you might get grabbed, and Metroids do so much damage per second.
Yeah, I don't even mess around with that. Like, I will take all the time in the world with these if I have to, because I don't want to mess it up. Oh, leaving supers behind. Bold move by Apple. And Beefy says, my ammo count's fine.
Oh, that was so clean!
Was that a
Up
3
like that.
group? Is that a
Yeah,
3
it
group?
was.
Oh, man, that's some top-level strats. Like, only the best do that.
Yeah, BFrobber moving through Turian real well, but Apple just doing some real good group strats. Both of them 10 supers, excellent shape heading into Baby.
I just want you to look at the timers here, and like, they are so close. Like, it's nanoseconds, really. Like, it is a couple seconds, but it's really close.
And BFrobber's going for Baby Skip as well.
I like this methodology, the morph there. I feel like that was a good move.
Looks good so far. Has the setup
One more. Got it. They got it. Yeah.
Very nice. Now Apple going for the same thing here. Looking good so far. Oh no!
No.
Oh.
I don't know why, but like when you see the midair like turn, like you just accept your fate. You know?
Yeah, the big problem with Baby Skip is you have to run on the ground a little bit, then jump. Otherwise, Baby just kind of cuts up sooner. Because you're basically taking advantage of Baby's momentum to get it stuck in a loop.
Yeah, I love this safety save by Beefy here. BFrobber.
Oh, definitely.
This is, you know, with 28, one missed super could really ruin it for you. So you got to be careful here.
Oh, yeah. Definitely cannot take it for granted. Oh, perfect.
My personal favorite Zeb skip, just like pin jump away after you take some damage and jumping left through the gate.
Oh, I hate Zeb skip.
You know, I still don't like it because I don't get it every single first try. But it's once I understood it, it's kind of like something unlocked in my brain, and now it just works.
I need you to show me that, because I lost a run to Zeb skip the other night.
Oh no, I lost a run on Mother Brain too, like right after that. Like well, I still missed a missile or something.
I mean, Mother Brain 2 is fine. That happens sometimes. You just get ketchup. Not much you can do about it. You have red stains all over your white shirt. You can't go to work like this. It's just, it happens.
That's where you're wrong, Lex. I'm a comedian. I can go to work with ketchup on my shirt.
I can't.
It's very nice. And it doesn't pay well, so there you go.
And that's the downside. We can't even afford to buy a new shirt. Shoot.
Yeah, right. Oh, ketchup beans coming out. Speaking of the devil.
BFrobber saying, no, you keep that ketchup. I only use
just finishing off MB1.
And getting their energy down below 400 but above 300, that is the sweet spot.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you have at least 3 E-tanks available, because that's how much that rainbow beam's going to do to you. And you don't want to be over it, because then Mother Brain will come over and drop some onion rings on your head until you're at the proper health, and that takes forever.
Yep, and not to mention Samus is not a fan of onion rings.
No, not cheeseburgers, not onion rings, not ketchup. She's keto. She just eats the meat.
I mean, I don't know what they eat in this magical space future, but...
I'm gonna guess Metroids.
Boy, I sure hope not. That just sounds...
Mother Brain would eat a Metroid.
You wouldn't download a Metroid, would you? Alright, but anyways...
Both NB2 fights going just swimmingly. No one having any major issues.
Yeah, so at this point...
They're just finishing it out, you know?
Yeah. So, it's not over yet. The escape still has a few spots where movement can get rough. And also depends on whether or not either of them opts to save the animals, which is always a valid thing to think about.
For sure, and with them both basically having secured the victory here, BFrobber's showing a time loss on their PB, so they might not. Apple, however, already behind their PB, so they might go for it. Who knows?
Only time will tell, but right now, all we have to do is listen to this fantastic jam, theme of Samus Aran Space Warrior. It's such a bop that look at Mother Brain's head go. She's just rocking out right now. Oh my god.
I have to say, this is, like, no joke, one of my favorite pieces of music from, like, video games.
Oh, it's great. It's so triumphant.
Yeah, and it really encompasses the spirit of, like, the struggle you went through to get to this point in the game. And, like, everything you've conquered. Like, you kind of really do feel like a cool bounty hunter after everything you've done. And this music kind of, you know, keeps that feeling going.
Yes. Apple also about to have that triumphant moment, but meanwhile, BFrobber has to get the heck out, because apparently all of our bad joking has caused the planet to become unstable.
You know, I hear when you make 20 puns in one commentating session, Zebeth explodes.
I mean, I'm starting to have my doubts, because if that were the case, I'm pretty sure I would have had Zebeth explode during some Link's Awakening runs that I commentated, so...
You don't know that it didn't explode.
Okay, that's an absolutely fair point. I can't argue that. You've got me there.
Finally got one.
Got him!
Fine. Jeez, took all night. Speaking of which, BFrobber making short work. Yeah, making short work at Escape. Just nice diagonal Shine Spark all the way through. Make it all the way to the top.
I can't believe you spent so many times mentioning Behemoth earlier. You didn't call it a Behemoth. The Behemoth.
No. He didn't invent that.
That's what we call it, though.
I know, but he didn't. It is a good name for it. I like Behemoth Climb. That is.
No, yeah, that's a good climb. That's one I use, actually. And with that, BFrobber is done. He wins his race and is our winner here for the four-way race as well.
Yes, indeed. So we'll go ahead and give him the done on our awesome control board. We'll get the SRL time, which was 52 minutes and 43 seconds for BFrobber. GG's in the chat, guys. BFrobber bringing it out for you guys today. Apple for you, just looking at finishing up, making great pace out on the way out.
Up through the parlor. Let's see if they decide to save the animals or just get out.
You know, I like that movie.
Oh, I've been baited. I thought they were gonna do it.
They did. You know, it's still possible. Okay. It's over.
Opting just to leave the planet. That's just the way it be sometimes.
And, you know, GG to them as well. Amazing runs by both players. Can't really say anything negative, you know? Like, until my time's that good, I'm not gonna talk.
No, definitely. Both of them putting on an excellent race, showing us some real skill, some real cool stuff.
Now, you want to hear something interesting?
I love interesting things. Lay it on me.
Apple for you finished with the 53.42, and BFrobber finished with the 52.43.
Ooh!
Isn't that like spooky? Like a 1 second difference.
I don't know if that's the word I'd use, but it's definitely has a little bit of a nice It definitely sounds nice.
Oh, I forgot. Done. We're not done.
I got it.
Well, GG back to Apple, GG's to BFrobber, and to Charles and Zenkai too, you guys, because they came out here and showed a great race for you guys. Had some small unfortunate things occur. Charles with that insane random reset. Zenkai with just being unlucky on the powerbomb count. Make sure you guys give them all a follow. Make sure you follow my co-commentator here, Crunchy Lex, on their Twitch channel. He's been here helping keep you guys entertained. If you like what you heard from me, you can hear me on my channel too, but don't worry.
Oh, and looks like Apple wants to come in and say something.
Awesome. I would love to hear from either of the runners.
All right, let's bring Apple in here. Apple, congratulations, GG.
GG. Thank you.
Yeah, amazing race. We were all astounded by the level of tech. You kind of had an unlucky start, but you just made it all back up.
I actually already forgot about that.
Yeah, it seemed like it. It seemed like it didn't really affect your play. You just pushed on and played through it like
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
In the first place, I usually have 5 missiles coming out of Terminator. But even in the few cases where I didn't have that bad luck on the pirates afterward. That was something. So I hadn't really practiced that situation too much. I knew kind of what I would need to do if that happened, but yeah, I didn't have good movement, certainly, but yeah. Or I didn't have good movement in that section.
But after that, yeah, you really made it up. Like, it seemed like everything kind of tightened up after that. Not a lot of mistakes, I can't criticize anything that happened here.
I think the things I was practicing, I did well on. Fantoon was gold. That was nice.
Nice.
Really, well, Norfair I did alright. I did fine, I guess. I missed some things, but I was perfectly fine with that because I did some Norfair survival training.
For sure.
But yeah, the things I practiced, I did well, so I'm okay with that. I had some slip-ups, but I still ended up with an okay time, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think a 53 is a pretty good time, That's just me.
Hopefully it was a good race.
It was a great race.
I hear that some things happened. It's unfortunate, but...
Yeah, your opponents, for both of you guys, kind of ran into some issues. Zenkai didn't have enough power bombs going into Lord Norfair, so they ended up taking a death trying to come back up for power bombs.
It's funny, because I was thinking before the match, I've watched Zenkai's stream before, so I know he's a low percent runner.
Yeah, the pace was really close. He
has experience with the bosses more than I do. So I wasn't really expecting to be able to die and still get through. So I played it like I wasn't going to save because I didn't expect him to something like that to happen. But yeah,
for sure.
Well, a lot of things can happen in this game.
Oh yeah.
Crunchy. Zenkai was like a little bit ahead, right? Like just a little. It was close. No, Apple gained ground and made it up in Dragon.
Oh yeah. No,
yeah.
Apple, you actually.
That was almost a really fast one.
That was great.
The third missile in there, but.
Yeah, memory serves.
I think it was Spark.
Yeah, I think it was around Bowling Spark. You both did Bowling Spark, and that was the moment where you pulled ahead again.
You nailed that right on the button. Like you landed right in the palm. That was crazy.
So Dragon is one of the things that I practice the most.
Yeah, it shows. It shows.
I kind of count on that segment.
And since both the races opponents kind of dropped out, it was kind of like a de facto race between you and BFrobber, and you guys.
Oh really?
No joke, finished within a minute of each other. You were just 1 minute slower.
I saw the dot done was pretty close. I dot done late though, so I wasn't sure when he exactly finished.
It was very close. It was very close for you both. Thank you very much for being here. The run was amazing. Is there anything you'd like to plug before you go? I guess we have time. Late. You want to talk about any stuff coming up for you?
Well, currently, as far as speedruns go, this is all I'm working on right now.
It is an all-consuming beast, isn't it? Like, once you get into it, you really want to drive it down.
I do have other projects. I would say this isn't my best game. My best game is Order of Ecclesia.
What is that? That's a game.
DS Castlevania.
Yeah. I think that's a fun run, but I haven't done it in a bit because of
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess if I had something to plug, it's that game. Maybe I don't know.
Heck yeah, Apple
yeah,
for you.
absolutely.
Check out some Order. What was it? Order of Ecclesia.
Yeah, it's
On Apple for You's channel, you guys. That's something to check out. That sounds cool.
Yeah, those DS Vadians are underappreciated.
Yeah, I like the one with Soma, whatever one that one. No.
Yeah, like recently the tournament has been my focus for the speedruns, so.
Good. That's awesome.
I'm trying to stay in as long as I can. Because it's
sure.
fun to play. It's fun to play, so I need to stay in and play.
With that victory today, you move closer to your goal. You get to stay in the tournament. You're going to move up to your next opponent. Good luck in the future games. Lex, you have anything to throw in?
No, I got nothing else. Just, again, GG's Apple, and we look forward to seeing what you got for us next week.
So I guess with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and take us out. Thank you very much for joining us here today at Speed Gaming 2. We would like to thank all the volunteers who helped put this on. You know, I'd drop a million names, but that would take all night. Thank you, Crunchy, for being with me here today in the booth. Thank you, Apple, Zenkai, BFrobber, and Charles, all for coming out, putting on a great show, playing Super Metroid at a high level. And once again, you can see us next mission.